All right, welcome back to turn 945. So let's pull up the turn track here and see how things are going. As usual, I always have to like readjust these. I thought I had it adjusted. So basically, we have 3 steps lost for the 17th Guards and only 1 step for the Luftwaffe. It is the 945 turn. Initiative, Luftwaffe has a 2, and the Guards have a 4. So we'll see how that goes and go ahead and with that and get started. Remember, movement is reduced by 1 due to the fact that um, there's snow on the ground and things like that. So we're going to go ahead and get started. We need to do rolls for our units. So let's go ahead. So we have the Soviets. Wow, so it's going to be a 5. Now we'll have the Germans. And wow, 2 1s in a row? Really? Okay, so that's a 3 because that's 2 plus 2 plus 2. So if we look again, if we look at the turn track, we have 2 for the Luftwaffe, 2 plus 1 is 3, 4 plus 1 is 5. So the difference is 2 rounded down, and the difference is 1. So the Soviets are only going to get one difference on it. So we've got some things going on here, moving in with a few things, and we'll see how things go. So first of all, the Soviets are going to go ahead and get started. Now we are on to this is turn 3, and on turn 4 we actually do lose some of the artillery for the Soviets. They lose the 18 and the 24. So we'll see how that works out. So let's go ahead. I think we're going to get started on this. We've already got a lieutenant and an infantry squad. I don't know what's in these decoys right now, these mines, and so I think what I'll end up doing is we're going to go ahead and activate these lieutenants. They are going to go. You know what? No, I think what we're going to do is we're going to use some of our ARF board artillery, our off board artillery, um, to take care of this. So what we're going to do is, if we look at, so no, I know, there we go, game charts. So if we look at the bombardment, we're going to look at the stuff up here. So 30 would be the best. I could do more than that, but I really want to take care of this guy here because if I move in here, I'd like to move into this guy. So what I'm going to do is we're going to go ahead. We're going to throw the 10, and we're going to turn. Where's my off board? And we're going to go with the 18. I can see it over here. So that'll give me 32. And if we look at the game charts, 30 is where we're looking at. -2 if it contains a town. Well, we are in a town right here. This guy, so this is who we're going after. So we're gonna go ahead. So it's -2, so it goes down to 16. Unfortunately, I think that's it. Yeah, it's gonna drop down to down to a 16. So let's go ahead. We're gonna roll 2d6 on the 16. I really should just move this off to the side, and then I can just drag it on as I come here. So 16, 2d6, ooh, an 8 on a 16. 8's usually not much, and it is not. So we have our first, oh, dang it, undo, mark as fired and fired. Oh. So that's a little annoying. Okay, what are we going to do here? Well, because that didn't work out so well, I think is there anybody I want to like intentionally attack that's not going to do anything out fire? Okay. Well, I think maybe we'll just activate this unit right here. Um, he is going to activate, and he's going to try to um, rally or recover, turn track, not turn track. Oh yeah, turn track. So he's reduced, so he is a 6. So we need a 6 or less. We get a 3, so he does actually. So his morale does actually go through, and he is activated. So that kind of worked out really well. Okay. So we are now up to that's one activation each. I think I'll move this over here so I can keep track of that. So that's one activation each. Um, wasn't too happy about that. Oh well, so this lieutenant here, he is going to move into this decoy right here. So what I've decided to do is shift is we're going to delete, and what we're going to do is we're going to pull out a random counter for the mines, and this is what it's going to be. Oh, it is a decoy anyways. Okay, so we can go ahead and delete that. So they moved into there. These guys will op fire. This is as far as the way it's going to go. So he's a 4. So 4 on the direct fire chart. Let's see here. Contains an entrenchment. -1 is if the entrenchment is a town, woods, or hex. Nope. It's going to be -2. Oh wait, this is op fire. I'm not. These guys aren't firing. This guy's firing on this one, so it's firing out. So there is nothing there on that other than it will be a +1 for op fire against personnel units. So that 4 will go up to a 7. So we have our 7 here. So 4 up to a 7. 9 is nothing. So 9 is nothing right there. So that's one op fire. This guy is done. Oh, he was moved, but now he's activated. So that'll be one activation for the guards. Now back to the Germans. Hot fire is so much better because there's all personnel units, so it's going to get a +1, so they're going to pass, which counts as an activation. The Germans do not have to do anything, and it's just an activation. So that's it. So now back to the Soviets. We're going to go ahead and is this one? Can this one be lumbered? Yeah, but it's going to get you the same. Okay. So here we go. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to activate these guys, and they're all going to move, and they're basically only going to be able to move 1. So we got to move 1 at a time. So he's going to move 1 there. 1, 2, 3, and all of these guys are going to op fire here. Let's see. So we're going to op fire. That's the first op fire they get. And we're looking at what is that? 8 plus 4 is a 12, and then 13 because of the captain. So it's going to be on the 11. They do get a +1 for opportunity fire versus personnel, but it is more than 3 hexes, so it kind of counteracts. So basically it'll be on the 11. So 2d6 on the 11 is a 6, which is going to be right here, which is nothing. Okay. So he's moved his 1. These guys are going to move. And then they are all, they have all been activated. Okay. Germans, again, are going to pass, which will be the 3rd activation. So we will start the fog of war, which is only a 7, so no big deal on that one. Let's see here. Well, I think what we're going to do is we're going to activate this lieutenant right here, and they are all going to activate, and they are going to try to recover because of the lieutenant. So this demoralized unit right here is is going to be a 6. -1 is a 5. So that'll be a 5. 2d6. Ooh. Just then he would normally have to flee. Oh no, he failed. So that means he will actually take another. So he will actually be sent to the graveyard. So that's another step lost. Dang it. Let me pull up the graveyards here. Okay, so flip. Oh. There we go. So that is not good. We've got 4. Luckily, we still got 2 more steps before we have to reduce our initiative. Okay, so these guys are all both 8s. So we'll start with the top one. Makes it. So his morale goes back to normal. This bottom one right here. Ooh, nice. All right, perfect. Okay, and Fog of War. Oh no, it's 16, 17, or 18. That was close to ending this turn. Oh, that was interesting. So they activated. Oh, okay. So now it is the. So I think what we're gonna do, the Germans are gonna throw a 16 on this guy right here. 16 bombardment. Game charts. Bombardment. So it'd be the 16. Let's see here. I don't see anything else. Nope. So it's on the 16, straight on the 16. 4 on the 16 is going to be a M1. I just got those guys back up. Okay. M1, so this will be a 7 or less. So top down. Whew. And the next one here. He failed. So he's going to go. Man, I just got them back full. Oh, well, it is what it is. I can't do anything else about it. Okay. I'm finding it really doesn't matter so much on this one right here. Oh, this guy is loose. Okay, so I think what I'll end up doing is we're going to go ahead and activate these guys right here. This guy is going to go here. Oh, by the way, these are all going to be moves. This guy, this guy's going to go here. These 2 guys are going to go. Nobody can see him, so they're all activated. This guy right here, he's going to stay there. But this guy did not move, and he can't do anything. He could 1, 2, 3, 4. He can't even fire. His range is 2. He can't, and he can't see this guy right here. He can't move because he was not adjacent to that one. All right. So let's go ahead. Fog of War is 11, so we're okay there. Can I mark him as move? Nope. Okay. Oh, I think this guy's supposed to be here. Yeah, because it has to be towed. Yep. So we're going to go ahead. These guys are going to activate. They're going to move. Noah. Oh, this guy can see him. So we're going to be careful about this. Because he can bombard at the hex of 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, let's go ahead and we're going to op fire. So that'll be a bombardment on the 12 turn track. no game charts. Bombardment, it is a 12, which was actually a 12. That's right. Is it a 12? Yeah, it's a 12. At a range of 15, so 12, which is fine. There's no range difference. And I don't, it's in the woods, but I don't think that helps. Yeah, it doesn't help. So it's on the 12. Straight 2d6 on the 12. Oh, 11 on the 12 is an M1. Okay, so we've got this one. He's an 8 or less, so 7 or less. 10. Uh-oh. It's just he failed it by more than 3, by 3 or more. So he is actually going to go demoralized. And then these guys are going to move into here. This guy's going to make the same shot, which is an op fire. And it will only be on that unit. And it'll be, again, the same thing. So it'll be on the 12, 2d6, 12. Ooh, 10 is just a morale check, so that's 8 or less, and that's 4. So he is fine. And then these guys are going to move 1 here. They could technically move 2, but I don't want them to. Other than, do I want to? No, I'm fine there. No, he's good there. Do I have any other units here? I got a bunch of stuff here. I got 1 limbered unit. Yeah, it's a 45. What does that look like, limbered? Oh, not much. Oh, not much at all. So let's limber him again. Okay. Okay, so that was the 17th guard again. So 14. We're like hitting around ending soon, but it's not happening so far. What are we gonna do? These guys are making me nervous here. Yeah, these 2 HMGs, I'm not happy with it. So we're gonna go ahead and take our last one here. He's gonna fire in there. That's gonna be a 16. It's gonna be a straight on the 16 for bombardment. So we're gonna fire. A 5 on the 16 is just a morale check for all the units in the hex. So here we go. We'll put this as fired, which is fine. Okay. So that's an 8. 8 or less. Top machine gun, 4 and 3. So these guys are fine. Fog of War, 7. No problems there. Matter of fact, we're going to go ahead and activate this captain. They are going to move. So it's going to be one at a time. Right? One at a time. So he's going to go there. Yeah, he's going to fire. He's going to op fire 1. So game charts. 8-4. So he's going to be on the. He's going to be on the. Direct fire. He's going to be on the 4. It's an op fire. It's less than 3. So it's going to be +1. So it's going to be on the 7. So 2d6 on the 7. Ooh, 10 on the 7 is a morale check. That'll be an 8 or less. Phew. Just makes it. This guy moves in here. This guy's going to op fire. Op fire. Secondarily, 2d6. Ooh, 8 on the 7 is going to be nothing. Okay. So he has been activated right now. And then there's nothing else that's going to be able to attack them. Okay, so these guys are now activated. And Fog of War, 11. Interesting. Well, I think so now it's the German turn. Let's see here. German turn. Oh, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, let's go ahead. We're going to activate. We're going to fire these guys. These are going to fire. It is 10, and then think that is actually 11. Is that the combat or the modify? I always forget. Left, I think, is combat. Yep. So these guys are all going to fire at this guy here. So this will be on the 11. It is 3 hexes away. So with the 3 hexes, that will make it a 7. So it's 2d6 on the 7. 7 on 7 is nothing. So that's that one. So these guys are now activated. Fog of War, 8. Nothing there. Let's see here. Off-board artillery. We got 20 still left. Yep, we're gonna send this 20 to this hex right there. Let's see if we can get these guys demoralized. They are in the woods, so that will make a difference. So bombardment, they are in the woods, so that's a -2. So that's gonna go to the 8 because that's 21 is the next one. So yep, so we got the 8 here. So let's go ahead. Oh, 4 on the 8 is a morale check. The leader, is that really a 6? Yep, that's a 6. He is actually demoralized. Woo. Demoralized. Okay, that sucks. This guy is an 8, 5, and then this HMG is also a 5. So that's fine. So that lieutenant is horrible and got demoralized because of it. So these guys are fired. Fog of War, 8 again, so that's nothing. And just looking at this, oh, this is fired. That's fired. That's fired. Yep. Okay, so all off-board artillery have been fired. Okay, so we can close that up now. Okay, so that was now. So we're gonna go ahead and activate this lieutenant right here. He's gonna recover. So he's gonna activate. He's gonna fire, and he's gonna fire. But this guy, this lieutenant's activating, demoralized. Ooh, 6. Oh, it'd be a 5, 4. So he has to flee. So he's just gonna flee back here. That's not a problem. Oh, I made a quick mistake here, guys. Real quick, we're gonna take care of this. I'm not too worried about it. It's not that big of a deal. But when that when the one unit decided to demoralize, let's see, graveyard. So this guy was flipped and demoralized. So he was flipped and his morale was demoralized. Now, I know where they're at. He, even though he failed, he just failed. It wasn't just a morale check. It was a recovery, not a morale check. So morale checks. Yeah. So his recovery doesn't do that. Recovery. If it was a morale check, then he would. But a recovery does not do that because if it fails to recover, it must flee from the enemy. A demoralized unit and their leader that fails recovery must move away from enemy units that could hurt it. It must move toward the nearest in terms of woods, whatever. Or other hex where enemy units can no longer spot it and fire on it with direct. Well, nobody can fire on this with direct or anti-tank fire. It's far enough out of any fire range. Op fire or bombardment fire is different story, but still, that is what it is. Yeah, so that's I would so if it's morale check, then yes, it would have gone. But yeah, okay, so we're good. I fixed that. Okay, Now back to it. Okay, yep. So these guys are going to fire on these guys. So that is a 12, which will be on the direct fire an 11. It's not more than 3. If I remember right, there's not much else. That's bombardment. So direct fire. Here we go. Yep. So that'll be on 11. So 2d6 on 11 is a 9, and 9 is a morale check. So we're going to go ahead and do a morale check on these units right here. They're 8s, so 8 or less, top 1. Oh, 12, so he is demoralized. And this guy is a 7, fine. Okay. 7. Okay, so what we're going to do now, we're going to activate this major. Probably going to do a little bit of movement, but we're going to do a lot. Because a lot of recoveries. I need these guys at full strength. So what we're going to end up doing, he's going to move here. So he activated moved. He's going to activate and try to recover. He does recover, which is good. This guy right here is going to try to recover. He recovers, which is cool. And he's active. This guy underneath is going to move here. I'm going to leave the major right there. Demoralized unit is a -1, so that it will be less. Us need a 6 or less. Oh, you got a 4. Right, you got a 4. Let me turn off the game charts. Yep, 2 4s. Okay, yep. So he is going to morale. So he's going to go up to disrupt. This guy is going to fire 1, 2 on these guys right here. So like everybody's been activated. At least I think everybody got activated. Except for this guy needs to fire. He's going to fire on these units right here. So that's a 5. They're in a woods. Game charts. Let's see here. -2. So it's on the 1. Oh, wow. Morale check. Interesting. So these guys got to do morale check. It's going to be 8 or less. So we'll start with infantry. 7. And then we have the HMG here. 5. So they're fine. Oh, I forgot to mark them as active. Activated. That guy's activated now too as well. Fog of War, 10. We're running out of stuff. So this is the Germans again. The Germans. So disrupted, if it's disrupted, has its combat strengths halved. So we're going to go ahead and activate, well, this lieutenant's going to activate. This guy's going to fire. This guy's going to try to recover. So it's an 8. So 7 or less. 10. No. What happened to my sheet? Hold on. Okay, he will demoralize because it was more than that. So he will demoralize here, which is not good. He's going to fire on these units right here. So that's 4. It's a 7, so that's nothing. There's probably some modifiers, but not so much. Activated, and whew, okay. So looking at this, all I have left is this hex right here, this one right here, and that's it. So these guys are going to move. They're only going to be able to move 1. But nah, I don't think this guy can see. How did that get down there? Don't think this guy can see. Here Nope. These guys should be activated. We can move more, but that's all we're going to do. We're just going to move the one, and I'm okay with that. These guys cannot see anything. Okay. Fog of War 13. Nope. Looks like everybody's going to get activated this time. We're going to take this time. I'll better zoom out to make sure of that, so that way it's not a problem. So we're going to take this one right here. It is going to bombard right there, so that's an 8. Bombardment, it's an 8. That's it. It's just 8. 2d6 on an 8. A 9 on the 8 is nothing, so activate. Activated. 9. Let's go ahead and zoom out just to make sure. So we've got the whole hex here. We've got some activations. All right. So it looks like everything's going pretty well. We might have some melee in here next turn. But we are done with this turn, so we're going to go ahead and clear markers. And then the turn track. We're going to pull the turn track over here. And that will make it the 10 o'clock turn. This will be the 1, 2, 3. Oh, that was the 4th turn. So that was the last turn, and I ruined. So this 24 gets, and this 18 goes away as well. So all we have are, for the Soviets, we have 2 10s and the because that's for the first 4 turns. So we started at 900, 1500, 930, 1500, 900, 0900, 0915, 0930, 0945. So this is 5th turn. So that was the last time we had those. I think I wasted those. I think I should have done something a little bit different with that. But yeah, it is what it is. I can't help it on that one. So, all right. By the way, decoys. The number of decoys that are actually have are 2 decoys. So basically, only 1 more decoy, and they get 5 minefield points. So we'll see what happens with this. So some of these decoys are going to go away. There's going to be 1 more decoy, and then up to 5 more points. So if we run in and we come into another one and we have another decoy, then if they go in any other ones, then we're not going to bother with actually going into them because they only have 2 decoys. And honestly, coming in through this way right here, I think is going to be the best way, because if I can come in this way, I can take this one or go after this one and this one. So we'll see how it works out with that. So, all right. Hope you guys are enjoying this. I know it's been a little while. I've been doing some other live stuff and getting on there. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will talk to everybody later. Have a great day. Also, if I do anything right, for some reason, the recoveries, I'm trying to figure, I think I did the recovery right. I think if you demoralize, on a demoralize, I'll have to look at that and let me know if I did that wrong or not. All right. Talk to you later.